comfortable in chaos. That's how I grew up. I had no choice but to be. See, I couldn't run away from the time of my infancy. I had to stay put in chaos. The fighting, the screaming, the breaking of the glass, the destroying of the home, violation, ever one. Each time. Wishing to let the whole experience alone, but not being able to go. Being codependently entangled with my life and my experiences. I began to be so accustomed to the chaos, you see, that into my adulthood, an attraction existed within me. But the funny thing that happens with awareness, it will shift what you see. As you become aware of a thing, it's vibrating differently than it was at a new frequency. Once there's a pure, authentic acknowledgement of what it was, it will become what it's meant to be for the next step of your healing, releasing, evolving, you see. Comfortable in the chaos. Your comfort zone is not where your dreams live. For if they did, they would be accomplishments. Your dreams will take you to a place you've never known, an energy you've never been or seen or existed in, its frequency. But that's what we've been drawing you to. Who are we? The higher parts of you. The all-encompassing you. The true, authentic you. God? Angels? Mom? Dad? Who do you want to see? You can decide what the focal point appears to be in your mind's eye. But we know that it is we, the all that is. But see, we are a part of you and you are a part of we. And we exist in peace, in ease, in flow. And the feelings of chaos are just a opposite polarity. For you can never remove yourself. All you can do is set the tone to low by choosing an opposite vibration from that which you truly are. This is why it feels better by far. You are vibrating at a frequency and a tone. And the chaos is where the higher vibration and frequency was shown. So, there's a method to our madness. There's a reason for every season. And with every lesson, there's always a blessing. And now that you're uncomfortable, reaching for the place of discomfort, which is the one of ease and grace and joy and abundance and prosperity, sing it more and more in every other face, even now. Because you've raised your vibration and frequency and sustained it. Somehow, you always found a how. So we tell you now, there was a method to the madness. Enjoy the place that takes you out of the chaos that you formerly only knew. Delight in it. This is what you want for you. This is who you truly be. And more every day as you choose. This is what you truly see.
Comfortable in the chaos, a method to the madness. Man, that message came through very strong yesterday, and I can't remember the psychological term for it, but it's like, there are things that naturally you get up and run from. But when you're a kid and it's your parents and you can't run away from home because there's nowhere else for you to go, you stay and you entertain situations and circumstances that they're not healthy. Your spirit doesn't even want you there. You don't want to be in that, but you sit there and you cope and you deal with it. And so what happens is you build this habit of, like, we make excuses for our parents, or like we deal with the shit that we just can't run away from because we were little kids. You know, I couldn't run every time my dad got drunk and decided to beat on my mama and throw somebody across the room. I couldn't run. I was a little kid, 3 and 4 and 5 years old. Yes, I remember that. I couldn't leave when my dad was there beating up on my mom because he was pissed off because he couldn't get no more money for his drugs. I was a kid. I was a preteen. I was a child. Where could I go? So I realized, as spirit started to show me, like, there's a better way, there's a better way, there's a better way than to put up with all of this. But as you become an adult, what you find is that there are situations and circumstances that actually feel a lot like that same shit from your childhood. And you entertain that. You entertain that and you allow it to go and you hope that it'll change and, oh, things will get better and they'll learn. If I just love them long enough, hard enough, if I forgive them enough, they'll change. They'll change their ways. They'll learn. They'll mature. They'll grow up. They'll understand. They'll evolve. Whatever the fuck it is you're saying as an excuse for yourself, it's the same delay in removing your situation from the situation and circumstance, removing yourself from the situation and circumstance. It's the same way it's happening in your brain mechanics. In the mind mechanics, is the same thing. Can't leave, can't leave, can't leave is on repeat. Yes, this fucking sucks. I don't deserve to be treated like this, but I can't leave. There's nowhere to go. Where will I go? That type of energy still coming through you. Okay, still coming through you and resonating with you and vibrating with you in the different situations and circumstances that you're bringing through. So this is why it's important when we're having these experiences to look at it. What is the root of it? Acknowledge it, and then just decide, okay, now that I know what it is, it has to change. Now that I know what it is, it has to change. So quantum science says that an object vibrates at a different frequency from the moment you begin to look at it. And if I remember correctly, it was Buddhist teachings. They say once you acknowledge a feeling and where it's at in your body, it will release from your body. So it's a very similar energy. It's like once you pay attention to, acknowledge what it is, and let it go as, okay, this is what it is. Okay, so I'm used to chaos. Once you know that, it's like the world says, once you know, now you could do something about it, right? It's the acknowledgement of that. When you become aware of that, you'll start to look at things differently. You say, hold on a minute. Am I making this decision from the place where I'm comfortable with the chaos or where I'm reaching for a higher vibration? Let's get into your reading today. On the bottom of the day, we're going to do two sides of the table. So I'll let you decide whether this is your active self versus your emotional self on the other side of the table, or is it you and another person on the other side of the table, or is it you and a whole experience that's on the other side of the table? You'll determine that. But if you were brought here today for this message, there's a message for you to receive here. There's something here for you. There is a reason why Spirit brought you here. This is your free tarot reading. Because it's free, you get to sit down and listen to the messages that Spirit wants you to hear through me. If you want to ask a question, follow the directions on the website, which is in the title or below the video. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of emotions. The 10 of emotions, and what I hear is ending an emotional cycle. The 10 of cups. Now, interesting, because when the 10 of cups is there, it talks about your serotonin receptors being completely full. All right. So the end of this cycle actually has to do with something with you filled all your cups from this experience. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on the other side at the bottom of the deck. But let me put these out first. I sure laid the other ones out quick, but I got into talking and didn't lay this side out. So we now have from 2 different decks, 9 cards each for a total of 18 cards. We're going to read past, present, and future energies for you. How does it resonate for you? The bottom of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles. And immediately I hear karmic cycles, karmic cycles, karmic cycles. With the 10 of emotions at the bottom of the deck, what I see between both of these foundations here is there's a karmic cycle presented and you're fucking done with it. I'm done with that. I'm done with this being comfortable with the chaos. I want to learn how to be comfortable in peace. I want to be learning how to be comfortable in harmony now. I'm ready for some harmony and some peace in my life. I already know comfort in the chaos, and I'm ready to get outside of my comfort zone and stretch myself to some things that I've not yet to learn and not yet known. Okay. And that is that finding comfort and peace. Some of you keep saying, why do I keep having these fucked up relationships and it's nothing but drama and why? Well, honey, it's attracted to a vibration that you're holding. There's something going on that is bringing it in, is bringing it in, is bringing it in. And it's something inside of you. So if we could shift what's going on inside of you, what comes in from the outside will begin to shift too. Is it going to happen just like that? In some cases, it will. Is it going to happen all encompassing in your whole full life sweep? I would love to see that, but I haven't seen that yet. I'm not going to say it's not possible because I believe everything is possible. But I do believe is immediately it's going to change some of your perceptions about things. So let's go into the past now. Past situation. On one side of the table, we have the King of Cups, and on the other side of the table, we have the Fool. Somebody here walked away from a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces experience with this person. That was their sun sign. Okay, just let it all go and walked away. Somebody here had, you say, I had somebody who loved me once and I walked away from them. You had somebody who truly loved you in the past with kindness and peace. The problem with that person was they didn't bring enough chaos to keep your chemistry entertained. Your chemistry, the results of your whole life experience and what you're attracting as a result of it. Okay. There was somebody here who was emotionally immature and they were ripe and ready for real love. And you walked away. This is like the person who's like, yeah, you know, I always go for the bad boys. It's that kind of energy. Oh, you too nice. There's something wrong with that one. That one's too nice. They're not mean enough. I don't know what to say. I'm just not attracted to them. But they were fucking nice to you. They did everything right. They did everything nice. They were so kind. They were so generous. They were so loving. And you walked away. What else we have here in the past? Still, we have the death and the rebirth. Okay. And then we have the 6 of Wands, the 6 of inspiration. Well, as you walk away from the past, that person has no choice but to move on. And here you are. Now you got to go deal with your ego. You were feeling good about walking away from this situation. Interestingly enough, you felt really good about walking away from this. Finally, I'm done. They were so boring. Somebody said they were so boring. Oh God, you had a boring partner. Were they really nice? They never beat you, abuse you, or talk shit to you. They didn't have no third party situations going on. They actually brought home some bacon to the table too. Oh shit. And so interesting. While there was nobody there but potential, I see that you went out there, you started trying to get your attention, shine your light. You started going out in the dating scene again, meeting different people, just being caught up in being the center of attention. Being caught up in being the center of attention. Somebody here was being caught up in being the center of attention. What else do we have in the past? The Ace of Swords and the 8 of Voices. Oh, shit. This is an oh, shit moment. I found myself by myself. Fuck. And you know what? Anybody that comes in, I don't like them either. It's like, I don't like them either. I just like when they give me attention. But I don't like them either. I don't like anyone. Somebody says, I just don't like any fucking buddy. I don't like anybody. I don't like people. Someone says, I don't like people. Oh, boy, you're an interesting one. You know, it's like with this bottom spread, because I got this 9-card spread, 3 cards each row from each deck. What I see is somebody here who is like, while you're out around the world and you're in public and you're out on the scene, you know, everything is all good. But the loneliness in my room, I cried the tears of a clown. That's what it feels like right here. And I don't think those are the right lyrics to this song. So somebody here is like, but at night when I'm by myself, when I go to my room by myself, I feel stuck. So there's somebody there. You had somebody who truly fucking loved you, but they weren't bringing you enough drama. They weren't bringing you enough chaos. So you made some and you said, fuck this, I'm leaving. Okay, fine. Bye. Well, the next day comes and here you are. I'm going out. I'm going to go over there. Every time I go over there, everybody, there's all this whole people there. This is the crew is there. The circle is there. Whatever it is, it's all a whole bunch over there. You over there. You big shit. You know, you're flossing, you're glossing. Everybody's paying attention to every word dripping off of your wet tongue. What the hell? Why you gotta talk like that? And then here you find yourself again, alone with yourself and your thoughts. And now you're stuck. Stuck. Again, I hear it's the comfort with the chaos. Why would you be comfortable in the chaos? A new idea is reaching through, though, because you've had a taste of the good life. You had a taste of a relationship where somebody just wanted to be a good man. That's what I want to be. So, like Neo's Good Man song. That's what I want to be, baby. It's what I want to be. I just want to be a good man. That's all I want to be. Somebody just wanted to be good to you, whether it was a man or a woman. They just really want to be good to you. You didn't know how to take that shit. You felt like they didn't have enough excitement. They weren't involved enough. They were boring. The things that they do were fucking boring. How could you sit there? This would be like somebody say, how could you sit there and just read fucking tarot cards all day? That shit is boring. Let's go to the streets. Let's go out on the corner. Let's go hang out. Let's go. And it's like, but I want to read my cards. And they're like, you're fucking boring. Maybe this isn't a conversation. And now somebody's saying, but actually it wasn't so bad in the piece with you sitting around reading your cards. It wasn't so bad. Somebody said that, right? And fill in the blank, switch out reading cards for whatever it is that you do, that you like to do, that other people don't always get. What else do we have? Past energy as well. We have the Six of Swords and the Seven of Voices. Six of Swords and the Seven of Voices. Okay. Moving on comes to a point where it's like, it's a challenge for someone here. Moving on. They know they need to move on, but they're moving on. Is this you or the other person? Somebody here moving on with a sense of weight in their heart. It's heaviness. But I feel like you're starting to see that it was you running from a different experience. Because if all of a sudden you have, okay, here we go. Thank you. You've never driven. You never had a car of your own. And all of a sudden we throw you in a Lamborghini. That motherfucker gonna get total wrapped around somebody pole or something, because you ain't gotta understand how to drive that car. You don't even know how to drive yet. You don't even have practice in driving yet. So this experience was that Lamborghini for you. This person that came in with that pure positive love that was so supporting and all these things, that was your Lamborghini, baby. Yeah, you crashed it. So there's some sadness about that. But you got an idea how to drive. So now I see, hold on, let me pull the cards for now. But what I see coming up is energy of something that's more your speed, a beginner level project, a beginner level love. Somebody here, and that's what this chaos is. It's a fucking beginner level. So let me see where we're at now. We have the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay, I finally get it. Somebody saying, I finally get it. Oh my God. I'm the one, all my whole life, I didn't have peace and calm and respect. I never had grown-up adult communication in my life. So when somebody tried to communicate with me in an adult way, I don't know how to handle that. I brought pain and strife and frustration and anger and outbursts and rage. With this new awareness, the wheel of fortune shifts. The wheel of fortune shifts in your life. Because all of a sudden you're realizing, like, I'm the one that's been keeping me stuck in this cycle. Oh my God. And I feel like it comes in like a huge epiphany. While you're out there under the adoring gaze of many, in other words, while you're out there dancing or partying or with your friends or hanging out on the block or whatever the hell is your comfort zone, just doing the things that you've always known. But this is a process that already began happening in you way back when you attracted this person who actually brought you real love. They let you go from a place of love. They let you stomp off angry. You stomped off angry. You were pissed off and you stomped off with your ego. And they said, well, I'm just going to let them go. They got to go deal with that ego. I feel like whoever this person was in your past, for somebody, it was definitely a Scorpio, because we have the Death card in the second position with the King of Cups in the first position, both on the same side of the table. I feel like this person, even though they were gone, they still have this knowing that they showed you a different way of life, because they know your story. You opened up, you told them. They showed you a different way of life. And although it's with a heavy heart, they move on. They move on to go find their path and go do what they need to do. And they just trust and have faith that you'll learn what you need to too. And now the wheel of fortune is shifting for you. Things are changing in your life. This is creating a huge life change for you. Yeah, you walked away from a situation. You walked away with your pride intact. Okay. You walked away in a victory move. You made a victory move. Interesting. So walking away from it was a victory move, because it was in that move that you walked away, even though it might have looked like a loss on the surface. It was in that walk of moving away in this victory move that you saw how you kept yourself stuck. You saw how you kept yourself stuck. You said, I'm going to rehash this plan. So that's what you said. You said, I'm going to rehash this plan. There are many dangers on the way. There's many tricky motherfuckers around. There's a lot of tricky motherfuckers around. So here you go, down this path on your own, ready to learn and move and groove. And so here you are, you're learning so much. You are learning so much. And you're coming into a greater sense of power, because now that you've realized how you were keeping yourself stuck, you're opening up your energy. You remove that stuck energy from yourself. You're starting to get your thoughts aligned, starting to get a hold of your mind. Okay, what's unfolding for you? The moon and the high priestess, the intuition is about to kick in real heavy. And it's, for some of you, being stimulated by another person in your experience who always follows their intuition, okay? Always follows their intuition, and it's stimulating in you. It's like you get warmed by the fire, right? So being around this highly empathic and intuitive environment, you start to pick up some things too. There's someone in your experience who is lost and confused, but you got some secrets in you. Okay, hold on for romance, because we're going to talk about that, because it looks like what's coming up is a ghosting period in romance for someone here. Intuition is saying it's time to put a stop to this. It's time to bring it to a pause. It's time for a pause, a halt, or a complete stop. With that Wheel of Fortune, that was a stop sign. So somebody follow the intuition to stop. They'll be going ghost. Okay. Following your intuition in your outside life, as it's guided you on your internally, there's a lot of emotions going on. I feel like you ain't showing them to everyone. You're keeping them between you and spirit. keeping a lot of these emotions between you and spirit. You're not giving the power of your voice to it, giving the breath of life to it. You're not doing that. What else is unfolding here? The Four of Pentacles and the Page of Voices. Withdrawing into yourself some time to think about some things, okay? You got your thinking cap on. You say, let me look at this. Let me investigate this a little bit further. This is where you're really starting to peer into it. It's like you got that intuitive hit to say, listen, honey, it was never about them. It was always about you. Why are you restricting yourself from good things and choosing things that hurt you? What else we have unfolding? Two of Pentacles and the Three of Inspiration. As you're making these changes in your life, then all of a sudden things start to fall into place. And it's like a chain reaction, like dominoes falling over that have been precisely set up in their perfect place. It's a chain reaction. One thing affects the next. One change is going to change everything. One little change will affect everything, like dominoes falling. Just like dominoes being, once one knocked over, it's going to knock over a whole bunch of other things. And listen, on one side of the table, some of these dominoes are still falling. So she could have pushed them this way. She could have pushed them that way. She decided to go one way, not the other. So there's a decision here made about making a change. A decision like making dominoes fall, like dominoes falling into place. That change affects everything. Okay. Everything is affected from one decision that's unfolding here. This decision comes after you get the understanding and the epiphany of how you were keeping yourself stuck in this cycle of chaos and difficulty and confusion. Outcome energies. King of Swords and the Page of Emotions. I see what's happening is you're basically coming into understanding a lot of how your emotional cycles, you have getting deep clarity on your, okay, here we go. In emotional intelligence, that's what it is. You're gaining some very powerful emotional intelligence is the outcome of this situation. So I want to look at how this situation is unfolding for you in regards to a romantic connection. So let's look at the romantic connection here between you and another, how it applies. We are going to be using reversals in this, okay? So for someone here, there was definitely the zodiac signs I see. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have Scorpio. We have Leo. We have Pisces. We have Virgo. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And those are the zodiac signs that are on the table. Okay. How is this unfolding in the romantic connection with someone else from your perspective? Let's see what we have here. In the past energy, what was the romantic energy here? So if this is feeling like a romantic experience for you, in the past, 10 of Cups. Oh, they went to the past. It was happy at one point. Look at happy connection in the past. In the current energy, there were two people who spent all their time alone together, in a home that could be living together. In the current energy, there's a Page of Cups in reverse. No love. Okay. This is a failed attempt at emotional manipulation is here. Wow. A failed attempt at emotional manipulation is here. This is also somebody who is stuck in the thoughts about what was in the past, because with that 10 of emotions, that 10 of cups, both of those talking about this emotional cycle came to an end. Like I said, you leveled up because you realize, like, this is that same bullshit that I've been dealing with my whole fucking life. I don't need to tolerate this chaos. I don't need to stay comfortable in the chaos. I can clean myself up and move on from the shit. The hidden blessing in this is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles was in one of your upcoming energies. This is gathering your resources for yourself, investing your time in yourself, your time, your energy, and your resources for yourself, taking care of home, healing your heart and doing work on the heart chakra. So through a ending that was painful for you in one because it wasn't what you wanted. It wasn't such a big hurt. It was just, this is just too peaceful. This person, they just asked me a nice question. I'm going to answer them with a whole bunch of fucking chaos because I need some chaos in my life. That might have been the way you used to be. What is going on in the challenge energy for you right now? The 9 of Wands in reverse. Oh, boy. So somebody here is left with some big feelings of hurt. Somebody here realizing how help has arrived and they rejected it. Somebody here is very much in their ego. They don't want to receive the help. They don't want to receive the blessing. That's a big challenge right now, reaching out for help and letting go of overburdensome situations, letting go of the past ways even coming through, letting go of the way you used to do and the way you used to be. In the external influence, we have the King of Swords in reverse. There it is, the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person in reverse. Okay, this is somebody who will tell you anything they need to say. And I feel like these cards that fell on the floor, these are clarifiers for this position. So let's see about this King of Swords in reverse. Oh, I hear in your environment, it's for someone, it's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius that you let go of. Okay, for somebody else, this is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius who is a it's like they understand how your mind works and they will do and say whatever they need to get your mind to agree with what their plan is for you. Okay, somebody has an agenda here. Let me see, clarifying it. We have the 2 of Cups. There's love there. Okay, then we have the King of Cups. And there, and this is the emotional, mature love. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and you saying, no, this is not a solid opportunity. Okie dokie. So this is somebody here from your past who says, I love you. And you said no to them. Okay. Why? Because of the chaos. So which side of the table are you? Are you the one who's so comfortable in the chaos? Or are you the one you've been established? Maybe you used to be at one point in time, but at this point in time, you're like, establishing this peace energy and you're like, oh shit, I know that you're comfortable in chaos. I remember being that person. I'm not that fucking person no more. I'm not doing this shit with you. You find somebody else to help you learn that shit. I'm cool. Oh boy, what's the guidance for you in this? Yeah, okay, yeah. The guidance for you, Temperance. Yeah. This is an alchemy card, doing alchemy, so transmuting energies from one to another. This is about exchanging something better for the sacrifice of letting go of something that was of value to you, letting go of something that you cared for in order to get something better, in order to raise your vibration. You let go of something that was lowering your vibration. Okay. It's a card of divine timing. It's a card of patience. It's also a card of zodiac sign Sagittarius. The guidance, learn the lessons from some Sagittarius person in your past and what they went through and the sacrifices they made and how it just made the chaos continue to last. Okay. What is the outcome energy for a romantic connection here? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, they're saying it's time for you to be greedy with your energy in this experience. Be greedy with your energy. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody here is losing a connection with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feminine energy. Okay. There are 2 people who are connected, even though they're not in union. In other words, there's a spiritual connection that's here between 2 people who are not in physical union. Emotional maturity said, let the shit go. Because I'm coming with peace and you're bringing nothing but chaos to my table. I don't eat chaos for dinner. And I don't have it for breakfast either. It's not my cup of coffee, and it's definitely not my cup of tea. So you can keep that chaos over there because it's not meant for me. That's what somebody's saying here. The bottom of the deck is the 3 of Cups, and it's in reverse saying that there is not a union here. There will not be a union. Yeah, somebody here has pulled back their energy. If you haven't done this already, you're going to be pulling back your energy, making a change in your world because you have been comfortable in the chaos. In this situation here was a chaotic situation. And it's like, why do I keep entertaining the fucking chaos situation? Knowing that every time I give it another shot, this motherfucker bring me some more chaos. They ain't changing. They are who they are. They is who they is. They do what they do. They're going to be who they be. And it is not up to me. I don't have to fix it. Oh, thank you. Come through, come through. Just had a conversation with my bro this morning. I said, listen, bro, You driving down the road. If you jump out the car and fix all the potholes as you go take you a long fucking time to get where you're trying to go. It's not your job to fix all the fucking potholes you meet in this life. Yeah, because some of the potholes are the people. It is not your job to fix all the potholes that you meet in this life. Did you hear me? Is it your job? Let the road maintenance crew come fix them potholes. You keep moving forward, go do what you got to do. Oh, boy. Let's look at some financials. Let's look at some financial messages for you. What's going on in regards to career and financials? How's this message come into play? Well, it appears that I see that in your past, like you weren't really focused much on financials at all. I see that. Wasn't really focused much on financials at all. I feel like saying to you, okay, they're saying just give me 2 cards for that. So if you don't get your head focused more on taking care of yourself and your finances, instead of taking care of everybody else and their finances, that's the situation. Somebody here is busy taking care of somebody else and their finances. Okay. 8 of Cups. And here's what affecting somebody's finances overall. Somebody got a real fucking big gambling problem. You're busy worrying about where you're putting your money and you're busy feeding it into somebody's casino or machine or taking an unhealthy risk with your money, investing in somebody's pipe schemes, pipe dreams. Does it have to do with pipes? I'm just saying. Pyramid programs and shit like that. Okay. So this is what's going on. Somebody here taking a lot of gambles, a lot of risks, rolling the dice on things with their finances. The guidance is the 4 of Wands. Honey, use the money to set a firm foundation. This lady is delighting in the sun. She's not just leaving everything up to chance. She's saying, you know what? I'm in a good position. I'm going to use this position I have to enhance my life. So somebody here been taking and playing a lot with their money in frivolous ways, I hear. Can you invest in something that's going to last with you? Can you put that money towards something that actually is going to build for you? That's the guidance. The Ace of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Somebody already got this idea. Somebody already got this idea. On the picture, we have a snowboarder. Somebody had this bright idea since last winter. And if you don't act on it, it is a risk. It is a gamble, but you know that this is something that's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And the thing of it is, it's the risk and the gamble is doing this, setting a firm foundation with it instead of just being out there being frivolous with it. I heard feeding somebody casino. Oh my goodness. Okay. You said 2, but can I have one more off the top? The 7 of Pentacles. There is a lot of work to be done here. For somebody, you're going to be investing in a reupholstery business because you already do that. For somebody, this is about interior design. For somebody, you're building some sort of telecommunications office. For somebody else, you're going to be investing in a project that causes conversation to happen. For somebody, you're going to be teaching other people who have been where you've been how to build a foundation for themselves, but you're going to have to build your own first. Okay. All right. Now, my OG words of clarity have been calling to me for a couple of days, and now that I remembered that I had them right on top of the whole bookshelf, I found them for the reading today. So let's see. Where it lays is where it speaks. What you want to say? What other messages do you have for us? Oh, it stayed in my hand. Denial. Denial. The denial is in your hand. What does it say? Rejection. Untrue. Repudiation. Everything was perfectly healthy and normal here in denial land is a quote from Jim Butcher. So somebody here has been denying themselves access to happiness. We talked about that, right? And the denial is in your own hand. How have you been denying yourself access to happiness? How have you been denying yourself a firm foundation moving forward? Well, what fell out and went all the way on the floor. Oh, hold on a minute. Right back. Yin yang with the word contrast. It's the yin yang symbol. Balance is needed. You got to see the light and the dark in both sides of this experience, in both sides of yourself. Learn about that childhood experience and that chaos that you grew up comfortable with, and what did you learn from it? And if you know that you have a tendency to make choices that fucking bomb for you, try to make the opposite decision next time and just see how that goes. This is what they said. Ooh, and that word, a whole stack fell out. It's trust. Trust came out. What's under it? They said, what's under it? So we have trust, fear, no energy in reverse. They said trust it, fear, no energy, installing. So what I'm again, before I continue on, right there, it says, don't be giving no more energy to fear. Stop it. Go in the energy of trust. Okay, what else? Activating. Doing that is activating the opening of what has been blocking you. So I see this like, you know how when you go in the parking garage and then they have that thing, you got to put your card in there and then the gate lifts up. This is what it looked like, blocking, right? And the gate is lifting up. It removes the blockages, activating the opening up of blockages so you don't have to be alone, feeling alone, okay? So you don't leave yourself out in the cold. And there's a celebration that you've not seen. You'll be able to celebrate in a way that you haven't before. And listen, boundaries. Your boundaries have been cockeyed, skewed. They've been kind of a little bit crooked somewhere. So it's like, again, coming back to, you have somebody who was kind and sweet and good. Kind and sweet and good. You put up all your boundaries to them. Then you have this fucking ruffian, roughneck, hard-headed motherfucker come in, rude, disrespectful and shit. Oh, and now you ain't got no fucking boundaries. Like I said, sometimes you need to choose the opposite of what you have been doing. Whew, this deck is different. I've never used this on the show. Who or what needs to come out of here? Show me. Stress. And it's coming out upside down. Stop bringing yourself more stress. You need to de-stress. De-stress. Stop choosing the stressful option. When you realize that your tuner is set to stressful option, your picker is set to stress, then stop listening to your fucking picker. If you know your picker is set to stress, somebody says my picker is wrong. I always choose the wrong ones in love. Well, if your picker is wrong, then stop fucking listening to your picker and go against what the fuck your picker tells you. You might have a better experience. What? Okay, uncle. For somebody, there's a situation here that go back to your childhood and it's with a fucked up uncle. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm not digging deep into that one. Don't want to touch it. Anything else? Sagittarius energy coming through again for someone. Sagittarius energy is here. All right, let's get a dedication over this. What's the dedication? Really? Like that? I got it. When a boy falls in love, he thinks of a one girl. He wants to try to get a little thing going. Strange expressions on his face is showing. He gets an old rag and he shines his shoes. Patches of holes in his favorite suit. I'm the one who knows. I'm the one who really knows. From Brenton Wood, the song I'm the One Who Really Knows coming through. Okay. So this is about you knowing. Okay. Look, people try to come in and impress you and all that stuff. And this is about what I'm getting is the things he's talking about. He's not talking about the internal world and all this stuff. He's talking about external. So somebody here, you have a big thing with falling for what the eyes see. Falling for what the eyes see. And with that high priestess and that moon energy, somebody's going to be looking more at their emotional health, emotional stability within a connection with somebody. Now, I want you to know that I just happened to look at the bottom of the deck instead of the top of the deck as I'm getting put down. The song that was here yesterday, came out. Now, the matrimony from LA, this was the one yesterday. Because, baby, I've been making plans of love. Baby, I've been making plans for you. So, there's energy here of listen. Your spirit knows and is trying to guide you. It's trying to get you to clean your shit up. That's another way this is coming through, okay? You're not understanding everything. Some of your boundaries, you gave them to the wrong ones. You gave them to the wrong ones. We have the word ignore coming out with opportunity. Interesting. There's an opportunity here. But if you ignore this opportunity, it's a blockage for you. You have an opportunity. Ignoring it creates a blockage for you. Okay. What else? Consideration. Give consideration to activating a connection, with, for someone, I strongly feel like, yeah, see, love is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like I see that somebody from whoever this person is that really loves you, you walk away from because they didn't have enough chaos in your life. I feel like for some of you, I'm leery about saying this. My ego don't want to say this shit, but what I hear is you go get an opportunity with this one. You will be getting an opportunity with this one. Will you clear those blockages? Now, does that mean you're going to go into a full-on romance and sexual connection and intimacy and all that with him? Not necessarily. It may be a conversation that needs to happen or whatever, but it's going to clear a lot of blockages. So I even feel like for someone, this has to do with owning your shit. You know what? You were really good to me. You really did nothing wrong to me. It was not your fault. I'm so thankful and grateful to have had you in my life. And I'm glad to see that your life is going great. I feel like the way it's coming through is it feels like this is a conversation that happens like at the grocery store. Y'all didn't even know. You ain't even on your side of town. You on the other side of town. Just happen to run in this grocery store real quick. And what do you know? There's that person that loved you so. And you walked away and you slammed the door and said a few choice words on the way out too. Because the motherfucker didn't have enough chaos for you. And now you're like, seeing this person again, you're like, oh, wow. Didn't ever expect to see you again. Sure you don't want to see me again. I just want to tell you thank you. You taught me a lot. I'm different. I hope you keep having a nice life. It could be that simple. I really think it could be that simple. Somebody loved you. They loved you in the past. They were looking at a real thing and you said no. You said no. So an opportunity is going to come up to clear some energies. Now that you've had I'm hearing all these years to process all these experiences. There's and it's like, you will never expect this coming because I'm looking over here at the OG words of clarity and it's deceased at the bottom of it. You think this is so dead, so dead, so dead. You might not even think that they live in their same area anymore. As far as you know, they don't even live around no more. You ain't seen them in years, but all of a sudden, face to face, time to clear the air, get something off your chest. It's a healing process is coming in. That's what's best. All right, let me see the guidance from the Mahabharata Oracle for you. A closing message of guidance. What do we have? Guidance for you. Oh, my God. Norma Jean said picker or pecker. Pick the wrong pecker. I say, never mind. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop. I say cookies. All right. What is the guidance for you? Wow. Power. Stand in your power. Oh, and it came out with balance in reverse. Okay. But these cards, I don't read them in reverse. They're oracle card. Power and balance. Okay. The bottom of the deck is love. Look at that. Okay, so stop trying to be so fucking controlling. Stop trying to dominate so hard. Love is about being balanced with another person. And some of this shit was about you trying to be in control, be in power. That's all the chaos. You're not, part of the chaos you're used to that you're breaking free from is somebody who comes in and kind of takes over, controls the situation. They tell you what it's going to be. They tell you where you're going to go. They tell you what you're going to have and all that type of shit. or you were that way. Stand in your power and be in balance in these connections, okay? So this is what we have for you at this time. I'm going to check my phone. I want to thank you all for viewing all your zodiac sign readings on the channel. The channel is doing phenomenally well, and it's thanks to you and all your views. I'm so thankful and grateful to see that it's serving the needs, okay? So it looks like we're complete today. And if you want more English readings, go check out these other social networks where I have them available for you. If you want readings in Spanish, go over to these. I have, as far as I know, I believe I have 3. No, I might have 4 accounts with the same name here on YouTube. So if you go to the search on YouTube and you click my name, there's one of them has all Spanish readings as well as the other sites that are there. And remember, you could go to the website at any time to purchase your readings. They start at $10, and I don't have to be live, but you could always get them at the end of a live too. So I'm sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby.